Hello friends, I am Professor Saili Rathod from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management, ICEEM Aurangabad. This is the video lecture of digital signal processing, and in this video we are going to cover the topics of Z transform. Today in this video number 4 we will see some problems on Z transform. In previous video lecture, that is in video number 3, we have learned about what is Z transform, what is the basic equation of Z transform. Then we have seen what is ROC, that is region of convergence, and we have also seen how to plot the ROC. Okay, so in general we have seen what is the ROC, what is Z transform, and today we will see in detail, that is if we are asked to plot any ROC of Z transform from a given values, then how to solve that Z transform and how to plot the ROC for that particular sequence. So let's start with today's video. These are the problems on definition of Z transform. Okay, so all these problems are very basic, which are in which we are going to use only the basic formula of the Z transform. So here three problems or three questions are given. Obtain the Z transform of the following finite duration sequence. First one is x of n is equals to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0 and 7. It means the value of n varies from 1 to 7. Second problem is x of n is equals to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0 and 7. Here in second problem, the arrow is denoting at the 7. Okay, as you can see here the arrow is represented. It means if you plot all these values on the x-axis, the 0 will be here. Okay, so here the value of x raised to the power minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we are going to use. So the value of 0th place is 7. Then the third question is x of n is equals to, in curly brackets, 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 7, and the 0 place is represented at the value 4. Okay, so the main difference in these three problems is that the downward arrow is shown in the last two problems but not in the first problem. So in such case, if the arrow is not given, what we have to do, we have to consider the arrow at the first value, that is at 1. Okay, so in today's video lecture, we will see how to solve these problems. Let's start with first problem. Obtain the Z transform of the following finite duration sequence x of n equals to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 7. Okay, so here arrow is not mentioned as I have just explained you. So by default it is at first position. Therefore x of n is equals to, the arrow is represented at the first place, that is at 1. According to the definition of Z transform, we know the basic formula of Z transform. It is written here. X of Z, that is Z transform of x of n, is equals to summation n equals to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to the power minus n. This is the very basic equation of the Z transform which is used to solve such type of problems. But x of n is represented from n equals to 0 to n equals to 5. The different values are as follows. Now why we have written that n is starting from 0 and it ends at n equals to 5? Just because, as you can see in this equation, how many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total 5 values are given. So if you consider this at the 0th place, it will be the 2 will be at first place, 4 will be at second place, 5 will be at third place, 0 will be at fourth place, and 7 will be at fifth place. It means the sequence is starting from n equals to 0 and it ends at n equals to 5. Therefore, we have written here, but x of n is present from n equals to 0 to n equals to 5. So, while writing this value or range of n, what you have to do, you have to just count how many values are given, and then you can write the values of n. The different values are as follows. Okay, so total 0 to 5. So one by one you can write. At x of 0 is equals to 1, means which value? This one. X of 0 is equals to 1. Now x of 1 equals to 2, means this place. X of 1 equals to 2. Then x of 2 is equals to 4. Then x of 3 is equals to 5. X of 4 is equals to 0 and x of 5 is equals to 7. So like this you can put all the values and you can get the values of x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4 and x of 5. Thus when we put all these values in the above equation, it will change the limits of summation from n equals to 0 to n equals to 5. Now what we have to do, we have to change the limits like this, n equals to 0 to 5. Then we have to put all these and these values in the above equation. After that you will get the final final equation. Now you can see these values we have to put in this equation. Now expanding the summation, we get x of z is equals to x of 0 z raised to the power 0 plus x of 1 z raised to the power minus 1. So see here what we have done, we have just expanded this equation. So x of 0 z of 0, x of 1 z raised to the power minus 1, x of 2 z raised to the power minus 2, x of 3 raised to the power z raised to the power minus 3, x of 4 z raised to the power minus 4, x of 5 z raised to the power minus 5. It means we have started from the value 0 and we have ended with the value 5, as the limit was from 0 to 5. Now as we know all these values, we can put it in this equation. So we will get 1 into z raised to the power 0, 2 into z raised to the power minus 1, 4 into z raised to the power minus 2, 5 z raised to the power minus 3, 0 into z raised to the power minus 4 plus 7 into z raised to the power minus 5. So as we know z raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So we will put this value in this above equation. We will get x of z is equals to this first value. This will become 1. This value will become 1. So x of z will be equal to 1 plus 2 raised to the power 2 upon z. As this z will go in the denominator, so you will get 1 plus 2 upon z plus 4 upon z square plus 5 upon z cube plus 7 upon z raised to the power 5. Okay, so like this we got the final z transform equation. Now the next step is to draw the ROC. This is finite duration sequence. For this sequence we will check for which values of z the values of x of z becomes infinity. The simple method to decide the ROC is to put z equals to 0 and z equals to infinity in the equation x of z. Okay, so while drawing the ROC, the main step is to first put the value of z equals to 0 and put the value z equals to infinity. After plotting these two values, we will get the limits of the ROC and thus we can plot the region of convergence. So first step, putting z equals to 0 in the above equation. So x of z is equals to 1 plus 2 upon 0 plus 4 upon 0 plus 5 upon 0 plus 7 upon 0. Why we have put all these values 0? Because it was 2 upon z. So at the places of all the z we have put the 0 values. So anything upon 0 we know that the value is infinity. So finally we will get 1 plus infinity here. And 1 plus infinity is nothing but the infinity. Okay, so same point is explained here. We know that 2 upon 0, 4 upon 0, etc. are equal to infinity, and 1 plus infinity is equals to infinity. The z is equals to 0 is not valid, as its results is x of z equals to infinity. Okay, so finally after putting the value of z equals to 0, we got x of z equals to infinity, which is again not valid. So this is the first step. Now the second step, to put the z equals to infinity in the above equation. So x of z equals to, what was the equation? It was 1 plus 2 upon infinity plus 4 upon, here we were having all z. So putting the value of z equals to infinity, we got 1 plus 2 upon infinity plus 4 upon infinity plus 5 upon infinity plus 7 upon infinity is equals to 1 plus 0. Why 0? Because anything upon infinity is nothing but 0. So 1 plus 0 is equals to 1. The final value of x of z, by putting the value, we got equals to 1. So z equals to infinity, we get the finite value 1. So z equals to infinity is allowed. It means in this case, as we got the value infinity, so it is not allowed. And in the second case, we got the value as 1, which is a finite value. So this z equals to infinity is allowed. So by using these two conditions, we can draw the ROC, the entire z plane except mod of z equals to 0. This ROC is shown in the figure. Here in this figure you can see this shaded portion is nothing but the z plane. This is the imaginary axis, this is the real axis. So as we know, the value is not valid when the z is equals to 0. So except this central portion and except all the infinity portion, you can draw the ROC. This shaded portion denotes the z plane, and this is nothing but the ROC for the given sequence. Okay, so this is all about the first problem. Now we will move towards the second problem, so that you will get clear idea. Second question is, given sequence is x of n equals to 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, 7. Here the arrow is denoted at the 7. It means it is at the 0th place on the axis. According to definition of Z transform, we know x of z equals to summation n equals to minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to the power minus n. Note that the range of given sequence is from n equals to minus 5 to n equals to 0. Now how we have set these values? We know that this place is 0. So the place before this will be minus 1. Then before that this will be minus 2. This is minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5. So it ranges from 0 to minus 5. The different values of x of n are, so by using this above sequence, we can write x of minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and x of 0. So at x equals to minus 5, what is the value? It is 0. X equals to minus 4, the value is 2. Then x equals to minus 3, value is 4. Then x equals to minus 2, the value is 5. X equals to minus 1, the value is 0. And x equals to 0, the value is 7. Okay, now we got all the values of x of n. Now we will change the limits of summation from n equals to minus 5 to n equals to 0. Okay, so we will change these values in this formula. What we will get? We will get this equation. X of z equals to, after changing the limit, summation n equals to minus 5 to 0, x of n z raised to the power minus n. Now we will, next step we will do is expanding the equation. So while expanding this equation, we will take the limits from minus 5 to 0. So x of z will become x of minus 5 z raised to the power minus n, means minus of minus 5 will become plus 5, plus x of minus 4 z raised to the power minus of minus 4 means plus 4, plus x of minus 3 z raised to the power 3, plus x of minus 2 z raised to the power minus 2, plus x of minus 1 z raised to the power plus 1, plus x of 0 z raised to the power 0. So after solving this equation, what we will get? 1 into z raised to the power minus 5. Why 1? Because the value of x of minus 5 is 1, plus x of minus 4 is 2. So it will become 2z raised to the power 4, plus 4z raised to the power 3, plus 5z raised to the power 2, plus 0z raised to the power 1, plus 7z raised to the power 0. How we got this equation? We have simply plotted all these values in this equation, in the above equation. So we got the final equation as x of z equals to z square plus 2z raised to the power 4 plus 4z cube plus 5z square plus 7. This is the final equation. Now the next step is to plot the ROC. So for plotting the ROC, there are two steps. Put the value of z equals to 0, and in the next step put the values of z equals to infinity. So first step, putting z equals to 0 in the equation, we get x of z equals to, after putting all the values 0, we will get 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 7. So after adding all these terms, we will get 7. This is a finite value. 7 is a finite value. So z equals to 0 is allowed. See, if the value, after putting the value of z, if it is a finite value, then and then only the z equals to 0 is allowed. It means we can plot the ROC in that region. Now the second step, putting z equals to infinity in equation 4, we get x of z equals to infinity plus infinity plus infinity plus infinity plus 7. So anything plus infinity is nothing but infinity. So this is because infinity plus 7 etc. is equals to infinity. So z equals to infinity is not allowed. The ROC is entire z plane except mod of z equals to infinity. So this type of ROC is shown in the figure. As we know, the ROC is allowed except the mod z equals to infinity. It means we can plot the ROC in z plane. This block is always, which is shown as a shaded region, it is called as the z plane. Okay, and the outer portion of this z plane is nothing but the infinite plane, and the center of this z plane is the value of z equals to 0. So while plotting the ROC, we need to see only in which portion the z transform is allowed. So according to that, we have to plot the z plane, ROC. Okay, so this is all about the second problem. So today we have seen two problems. We will just revise once again. Okay, total we have 3 problems. From this 2 problems we have solved. This you have to take it as a homework. Try this at home. You can see the arrow is represented here, so you can start it from 0 and the limits will be from -1, -2. So it will be -2 to 1, 2, 3. So the limit will be -2 to 3. According to this, find the values of x of n and put all the values in the equation and draw the ROC. So we have seen this first problem. Then we have find the final equation. Then we have plotted the ROC. This is the second problem. First we have find all the values of x of n. Then in the next step we have putted all the values in the equation, and finally in 2 steps, putting z equals to 0 and z equals to infinity, we have plotted the ROC for this particular sequence. Okay, so this is all about today. 2 problems we have seen. This is your homework. This you have to try it at home. Okay, so see you in the next video lecture. Thank you so much for today.